Hey guys, so before we start this video really quick, I just want to mention I just uploaded a new video on my second channel about my best of Cars randomness video, which will be coming out soon. So, it's asking you guys what your favorite skits from the Cars randomness episodes are. So, if you haven't watched that video yet, definitely make sure to do so. A link to it will be in the description, and leave a comment on that video telling me what your favorite skits in Cars randomness are. Anyway, with that out of the way, let's get started with the video. Hello everybody and welcome back to yet another video and to another T-Toy Reviews Tide discussion. This is the first discussion video that I've done in well over a year now. I used to do the series pretty infrequently throughout 2018, and in each episode I would basically just discuss something about the Cars diecast line. I oftentimes found myself talking about peg warmers. I did an episode on lenticulars. I did an episode on like where you should buy Precision Series things. These are just sort of my videos to just be able to discuss my thoughts on something, and I want to bring them back because I really enjoy doing them because I could just talk about a Cars themed topic and give you guys my honest thoughts on it. Today I'm going to be going over the missing mini racers. Now, the mini racers line started back in 2017. These guys were Wave 1, McQueen, Chick Hicks, Murray, Clutchburn for some reason, Cal, Doc, Natalie, Ramon, Luigi, Cruz, Jackson, Sheriff, and Mater. And of course the line expanded and now is pretty big. Honestly, if you asked me back in 2017 if I thought the mini racers would still be continuing and still going on into 2021, which they will be, I wouldn't have believed you probably. I would have expected the mini racers line to die out like the mini adventures and micro drifters before it, but I'm happy to say that it hasn't. The Mini Racers line started off for the release of Cars 3 and has since expanded to include cars from the first and second movie. Not as many as from Cars 3, but we're slowly but surely getting more and more cars from 1 and 2. But while I'm very excited to be getting those, especially cars from the other movies, there are some very important Cars characters from the first movie, from the main cast, who are still missing from the Mini Racers line. And when I'm saying main cast here, I'm referring to the cars from Radiator Springs. In Wave 1, we got Lightning, Mater, Doc, Sheriff, Luigi, and Ramon. And as time went on, we got Sarge, I believe in Wave 2. We got Flo, and I want to say Wave 3. Red was then released in a 3-pack as the first look, and at this point we're at around summer of 2018. So as you can tell, considering the line started off in summer of 2017 and had several waves at this point, they were really taking their sweet time with releasing the main cast from Radiator Springs. At this point, we still didn't have Sally and Fillmore, but we got those two at around the end of the year / start of 2019. Got Sally and also Fillmore, who unfortunately I don't have, but don't worry. We'll use the magic of video editing to bring Fillmore right here. Look at that. I deserve an Oscar for those special effects. Anyway, that's where we still are today. Of course, we've gotten several variants of each of these characters, but we are missing Guido and Lizzie. Still missing them after 3 years. Soon it'll be 4 years, come the summer of 2021, and by then we still probably won't have Guido and Lizzie. Of course, the main 2 points you could bring up for why these two aren't here is simple. Number 1, Guido is too small, and number 2, the shapes of both of these cars are just too complex to be captured at such a small scale. For saying that Guido is too small, you've had Luigi since Wave 1. He's pretty fine. I mean, obviously the scaling isn't perfect, but the scaling is nowhere near perfect for the larger characters, as you can see. The micro drifters, which were smaller than the mini racers, pulled off a Guido. Now, yes, again, this Guido was taller than most of the cars in the line, and I would say that although the scaling isn't perfect for the mini racers, they do a better job at scaling than the micro drifters. Although again, definitely not perfect. Look at how much taller Sarge is than Red there. But in the case of Guido, I mean, Guido is tall, so I guess you wouldn't want him to be taller than most of the characters, but I'm sure they could figure something out to make Guido the right size. And I think it's really unfortunate because we got Luigi back in Wave 1 and we've just been waiting for Guido ever since. I think honestly I'd probably be more okay with this if we didn't have Luigi, but they showed us that they could pull off a smaller character as early on as the first ever batch of mini racers, so now we're just waiting on Guido. As for my other idea that the shapes of the characters are too weird, maybe so, but they pulled off Miss Fritter just fine. They pulled off Red just fine. River Scott in the second ever wave of mini racers, he looks just fine. Recently released Francesco, and he looks perfectly good. They've released all sorts of crazy shaped demolition derby cars. If they could pull off Taco and make him look incredibly good, they could probably pull off Lizzie. So I really think it's a shame that we're still missing both Guido and Lizzie. And honestly, I don't know what to tell you guys regarding when we could see them released, because honestly, I don't know. I think, though, that there definitely is hope, and that one day we will see Guido and Lizzie in the Mini Racers line. I really don't know why we wouldn't. I feel like they'll have to come out eventually. And, you know, another character was missing from the Mini Racers line, and that was Junior Moon. For years, we awkwardly had Luis Nash and River Scott, but not Junior. We ended up getting Leroy Hemming before we got Junior, but now we finally have Junior. So hopefully something similar can happen with Guido and Lizzie. Anyway, guys, those are just my thoughts. Just wanted to discuss a bit about the missing mini situation. And I'll see you guys next time for another discussion. See you guys next time. Bye now.